Oh, hi. Welcome to Epic Mark's Train channel. I'll be right back after this.
Todd Hines, Epic Mark's Train videos. The Minneapolis Northern lives again. Those Mark's trains are heading down the line. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend.
Welcome to the third layout update video. I have a few things to show you. I'm going to be showing you the clouds I painted on the backdrop, and I'll demonstrate how I did that. I also started working on the river. Now keep in mind that the river is not complete. I started on the waterfall and two sections of the river, but when the full layout is built in, I'll have more river to build. I started work on the rivers this week. I have them all plastered, and the side with the truss bridges I have carved, and I have the rocks stained. I have yet to paint the river itself or paint the bridge abutments. The side with the waterfall is under construction. I have the plaster on, but I have yet to carve it. I've started working on the long overdue, procrastinated building project. I started with the depot. I aged it. I started to age it, and I put a floor in it. I intend to paint the inside and put an interior in there, and also a light. I also started work on a kit I got a few months ago. That's a stone building. It's going to be an office for a carpenter. His name is Mr. Bianchi. The building is the oldest building in town, and it was going to be torn down. Mr. Bianchi rescued it, moved it, and across the street is Mr. and Mrs. Bianchi's house. Him and his wife bought it because it's one of the oldest houses in town, and he's going to be restoring the outside soon. The inside he's already been working on, but the outside's coming. Back there you see the church and the general store. Mr. Bianchi's office used to be the general store. It was built in 1853. That building you see there was built in 1858. That building is yet to be reconstructed, and that's going to be a cafe. And in this area will be the bakery. Yet another building I have to finish. As you can see, I have the clouds done. It's no longer a stark blue background. I'm not happy with some of the clouds, and I'll be showing you how I'll be fixing the clouds that I don't like. This photograph by Diane Bianchi is what I was going for on my backdrop. I have to fix some clouds that I don't like. But fixing the clouds is the same technique that I used for making the clouds. So here are the supplies that you will need. You will need paint. I use artist acrylic paints in the tubes. You need white and black. So you'll be making white and various shades of gray. Next, you need a paintbrush and a sponge and an Altoids tin. Well, I use an Altoids tin for putting the paint in and mixing the paints. And you also need a bucket of water. So let's proceed in making these clouds. These are the two clouds that I'm going to be touching up. I put my white and my black paint in the can. And now I'm going to take my paintbrush and start with the white, and I'm just going to dab it on. You know, kind of a puffy, random sort of way. And I'm going to take my sponge, and you don't want it sopping wet, you just want it damp. And you fold it into a kind of like this, and you just start going like dabbing around, spreading out the cloud. And I'm going to do the same at the other one. While I'm at it, I have another one right here that I want to touch up. Now I want to make a gray, a real light gray. Just dab in some light gray on the bottom side. Again in a random pattern. And do the same thing with your sponge again. Remember, not sopping wet, just damp. And gonna blend that gray into the white. I'll put a picture of a cloud, of a scene with clouds of the type that I'm doing here. Because not all clouds are pure white. And you want to make them flat on the bottom, because the clouds are flat on the bottom. And it's usually gray or darker gray on the bottoms, just like I show here. Well, thank you for joining me on this layout update video. Join me next time when I will show you how I do the rock work. If you haven't subscribed, I ask you to please subscribe. And if you like this video, click the bell. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, so long.
Todd Hines, epic March train videos. The Minneapolis Northern lives again. Those March trains are heading down the line. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend.
For this layout update video, I hope you join us. Layout ending out, take 5, whatever it is.